and physical status. If I didn't get past them, I was screwed. It was pointless arguing with Robert. I wasn't Jamie, and I'd always been treated like a recruit. I put down my spoon. "Yes, sir. I'll get ready right away." He nodded. "That's more like it." I couldn't eat another bite of my cereal anyway, so I emptied the bowl in the sink and hurried upstairs to grab my backpack. I'd take the bus to downtown Colorado Springs, where the MEPS was located. We lived near the Cheyenne Mountain Military Base, where Robert had been assigned, and he'd retired from there. Within 15 minutes, I was at the bus stop. I wore a nice pair of slacks and a crisp white shirt, which differed from my normal t-shirt and jeans. I'd pulled my blonde hair up into a tight bun hidden under my baseball cap. As Jamie had said, I didn't wear any makeup, not even lip gloss. Soldiers didn't need makeup to perform their duties. The bus jerked to the curb and I climbed aboard. My heart raced as I took a seat near the driver since all the other seats were taken. With each block, my nerves drew tighter. If I didn't get into the Army, I had no other place to go. I hadn't applied to colleges like Jamie. Although the Brooks had taken care of me since I was 10, it was always understood that I would move out when I turned 18, which was 3 weeks ago. Time was up. The bus stop was about a 10-minute walk from the MEPS, so when I got off the bus, I quickened my step. My destination was a tall 5-story white brick building on Academy Boulevard. I wanted to get there early to make a good impression, and for once, Lady Luck shined on me. I checked into the front desk 10 minutes early. The sergeant behind the desk smiled at me. "Chelby Duncan, we'll call you when we're ready." She gestured at the row of metal chairs. "Please take a seat." I nodded. "Thank you." I slid into a seat away from the people waiting. Several of the guys didn't look happy, and it made me wonder if a judge had given them a choice between jail or the Army. The door opened, and a balding man wearing a long white coat, a light brown shirt, and khaki pants looked at his clipboard. "Chelby Duncan?" I raised my hand, even though he'd said my name wrong. "That's me, sir." "I'm Sergeant Stevens. Come with me, miss." It's pronounced Shelby, but with a C," I told him as I followed him through the door. He cocked his eyebrow. "That makes little sense." "Think of it like Cheyenne. That's spelled with a C." I was tired of explaining my name to people. Personally, I liked the name. It was one thing my parents gave me that was all mine, and it suggested they were creative people. I simply didn't understand why they didn't want me. The state wouldn't let me see my records even after I turned 18. My birth records were sealed as if I were some big military secret. Dumb, dumb, dumb. "We're going to start with a physical." The sergeant opened a door that looked like a doctor's office. "Someone will be in to take your measurements and draw your blood. Please, have a seat." "Thank you." I sat on a wooden chair and waited. The room had an eye test chart and the traditional poster of Uncle Sam pointing with the caption, "Uncle Sam wants you." It reminded me of the Captain America movies. He'd always been my favorite Marvel character. He was so loyal, trustworthy, and upfront. I always wished I would meet a Captain America-type guy, but they didn't exist. At least, they didn't in my experience with guys, which was little too zilch. I didn't have to wait long. A woman came into the office with a clipboard. "Chelby Duncan?" I lifted my hand. "Yes?" She smiled as she lowered the clipboard. Did I pronounce that correctly? "Yes. Most people stumble over my name." She gave me a cool look. "I'm not most people." I wasn't sure what to say to that. "I'm Sally. I'm here to take your vitals and draw your blood." I nodded. "Fine. Please hop up on the scale." I'd always been on the short and thin side, and her measurement showed that hadn't changed. Sally listened to my heart and took my blood pressure. "Everything sounds normal. Let's do an eye test. Please stand across the room." She handed me a plastic eye patch. "Cover your eye when I ask you to." After I